You are now tuned in to the Project 365 experience.
You as a scout, what do you look for in a big? What do you think? What are those things that make a big invaluable? What do you
Well,
look at?
the most valuable thing you can be as a big is having good hands. It's like a pandemic right now of like just guys that are big but can't catch a cold. Like they just
Hey,
can't
I'm
catch.
gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna take I'm gonna take my big side for just 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Maybe if guards wanted to pass bigs the ball for a little bit more, maybe we get more reps at catching it.
Yep,
I'm
hundred
like,
percent.
I'm like, but yeah, continue.
No, you're 100% right. Oftentimes, bigs have to get these second chance opportunities. So, but it's also even at that point, have good hands. Have like magnets for hands. Like you guys got big mitts when you're that tall, like you're 6'8" or whatever, 6'8" plus. Your hands are big. And like you can be like just standing outside your house, throwing two tennis balls off the wall, picking bricks at the wall, and just putting a spot on it, throwing it back and forth, crossing over hands. You can work on your hand-eye coordination. And every time I talk to a Division One coach or any coach at all, realistically, they just say they need some guys that can catch the ball, big man that can catch the ball, got good hands
hmm
inside. If the
hmm
pass gets thrown to him, if a guard comes through and zips a no look at you, are your hands ready? Are you ready to catch the ball? Can you fight out of like can you pull a ball out of a defender and like get a rebound? You know what I mean? Like have good hands.
hmm
That things first. Size is obviously the big thing. So like oh you're already big, so that's what we're talking about bigs. But hands and then toughness and then just ability to get up and down the court. Like are you slow? Like, are you just like a big guy that's just slow? Like I want like you can't be an O lineman. You know what I mean? You got to be a tight end.
hmm
Like in football references, like you got to be able to be big and be able to move and get going and get up and down the court. It's a fast paced game now. Like you see guys like Zach Edey, like player of the year. When they're talking about him, he's going in maybe in the second round. He might go in the second round. That blows my mind. Like it's just like in 2003, he would have been a first overall pick. And it's like now the big is just it's gone. It's a dying role. Maybe it's a dying art. But like you said, like rebounding pays the bills. Like you said, Kevin Looney. I always reference a guy, Paul Millsap. Paul
hmm
Millsap made a ton of money
Yep.
off of just being a tough guy that can rebound.
Yep.
Toughness, rebounding, and getting up and down the court, being able to run with these long guys. Like some guys are bigger than you, and you're supposed to be a big, but he's playing a small forward, like Kevin Durant kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a 7 footer running up and down. Christian Nitu kind of guy that's like moving out on the wing, but he's 6'11", tallest guy in his team, but he's not playing the center. So
Yeah.
it's a
So
different game.
so I'm gonna add one more. Okay. I think the the two most valuable, and this is something that I want listeners and just people in general, two most important roles on a team, in my opinion, is the point guard and the center. Okay. Two most important roles. The success that a team has really depends on how much synergy those two positions are able to have together. Okay. So I think a lot of the times what happens is because as a center, something that's very underlooked, we tell our point guards to be very vocal. If you can have a center that is very vocal, right? Because you got to understand, like, as a center, you're quarterbacking the defense. You're the back line. You see everything, right? As a point guard,
100%.
when you're handling the offense, you see everything, right? So so now going back to the center, you're communicating on a lot of ball screens, right? You're the help man, you're rotating, you're in the back, right? You see everything. You're the eyes of your defense, right? So I think somebody that is a center that is vocal be will always be something that pops to my eyes because I
Yeah.
think like as much as we talk about rebounding and we talk about shooting the basketball and we talk about running the floor, communicating effectively at a high level is a skill,
Without a doubt.
and you
Without a
can
single doubt.
kind of see it die down a little bit now because we're also in a different generation now where we think like our skill can speak for us, but just the communication, it's invaluable. Like it has no
Priceless.
price
Yeah.
priceless on it.
Yeah.
So
Without a doubt, I'm
yeah.
100% with you. And I was kind of more speaking towards just bigs. I think communication is one of the main things you look for. How the guy acts on the bench. He gets subbed out. Is he pouting? Is he communicating well on the bench?
Body language, yeah.
Talking to the next
And
big man up. Like
so,
all those things matter so
let me
freaking
ask.
much.
Let me tell you this. Sorry to cut you off. Let me tell you this. So you ever notice how, and that's the one thing where it's like, when they say, in Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
But when you're a big man, you already have all that size. So with that comes a lot of responsibility for you to work on your skill set, work on your, all those little things that will make you a great basketball player. I think that the biggest thing it's easy, like when I see with great power comes great responsibility, it means that when things go bad, right? And like you were just talking about body language, when a 7-footer has bad body language, it shows. You can't hide it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, like, you got to be responsible for, it's a gift, but again, same way as shooting, same way as, your size, same way as your athleticism, it's your gift, right? But if you don't work on your gift, you're gonna lose your gift.
Yeah. Well, and like 100%. I'm with you there 100%. But like you said at the top of the conversation, you're like, you see so many times a big man working his nuts off in the paint, boxing out, trying to get position, getting in front of the guy, stealing them, looking for the ball, hand up heavy, talking, calling, and the guard doesn't friggin' find them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, holy Christ, and it's hard. Yeah. And you do that multiple trips down the court. It takes a toll on a big man, and I don't blame him. My temper's not always there either. Just watching the games, watching the Bulls play and stuff like that. So it's like, it's tough for these guys. So like, just being able to like communicate and control your emotions and stuff like that is a huge skill without a doubt.
But the great ones, they are able to just like, even though I don't get the ball, I'm gonna keep doing my job, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. So just that relentless attitude is something that you say.